Hi, welcome to Julie's Rich Life. My rich life means in part retiring at the age of 56. And so I'm taking you with me. Is that your goal to retire maybe a little earlier than you thought you could or a little earlier than other people think you should? Then join me. I've never done a video like this before, but I sure enjoy watching them, and that is my monthly budget. So here is my monthly budget for December. Maybe you'll find it inspiring, maybe just interesting, maybe absurd. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think of my budget, but this is a budget with the goal of just increasing my investing and saving every month. So it reflects both my values and my husband's values, and I'll take you line item by line item through my flexible spending categories and my fixed expenses categories.
All right, so this is crossed out in red because on the app I used to use it to track my emergency fund. I don't do that on the app any longer, and it truly does not let you delete it. I've Googled and everything, and it's just this fluke that if you ever start one of these sinking funds on this app, you can never delete it. So just ignore that. And then I have $800 in my business IRA account, 166 in my granddaughter's educational fund, 208 goes to my medical savings emergency fund, 375 to my house maintenance repair savings fund. Car emergency repair savings fund is 200, and my get busy living, get busy dying savings, that's for just month to month entertainment basically, or buying something that's a little bit outside the budget. We just have an account set aside for that, just at our credit union. And then we have a more of a long-term get busy living savings account, and that I keep at a brokerage and do invest that a little bit, and that's to save to update my husband's little fishing boat. And it says Bali trip fund, but just somewhere in Asia. I'm thinking maybe Thailand actually. And then $200 into our public account for buying individual stocks, and you see we already overspent that $4, so I'll have to adjust somewhere else. I have another Roth IRA for myself that I put money into. So my husband's investment is not reflected. All right, so that's savings. And here's the total for my savings and investing. All right, fixed expenses. We have property taxes, water bill, and that's every other month. So that's why that's pretty large, but water can be expensive. Amazing how something is free that we charge each other for. Electricity, 240, mobile phone, and this is for 4 adults plus a business line, so that's why that's so high. And then a garbage bill, and that includes like trips to the dump. My landline, I have to have a landline for my Montessori toddler community licensing requires that we have a landline. And then internet, my home equity line of credit, and that was to build the school. That's how much we pay every month. And then auto gas, we do have an electric car, so we don't tend to spend a lot on gas. Oh, and by the way, this number is how much we have left on December 6th. But we do make little trips out of town. That is out of range. We just have a little Nissan Leaf, so we do spend some money on gas. And then subscriptions, those are mainly television and music subscriptions. I do have the house cleaned once a month. That's mainly because I spend so much time cleaning the classroom. I'm just paying someone right now to take care of the house once a month, and then we keep it, kept up between there. Pet care, this is definitely a splurge for my very active Australian Shepherd, but he goes to doggy daycare once a week, and it's just good for him to socialize with other dogs and to get a good workout in playing with other dogs once a week. And then the medical expenses is just for prescriptions or anything we need to buy month to month. All right, so you'll notice my food bill is very high, and part of that, and a good chunk of that, is to feed the children in my toddler community. I talk about this in another video. I live in one of the top 3 most expensive states for groceries. So there's that, but there's also feeding my Montessori toddler children, and basically the business pays the family budget for that food, so it's offset in income a little bit.
Hi, if you're still watching, will you please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to check out my future videos.
Guilt-free spending is $400. So I'm coming off of a no spend month, and that's really helped me just not be in the habit of spending a lot. So I've just spent a little bit so far this year. And then my husband's, again, not his channel, so not giving his name, but we have equal guilt-free spending. And then the other flexible spending is what you might call miscellaneous spending. And mom and dad, that's some purchases I made for my parents, and they'll be paying me back. Nintendo is a Nintendo 5. I don't know. My husband and children purchased a Nintendo PlayStation together and a game, and I need to collect some more money the children to contribute. And then I have just paying off a Chase card that was something I bought for another one of my adult children, and they're paying me back. Life insurance, that's for a policy for myself and my husband. I have a pretty big policy. I have a $1 million policy on myself, and that's because we do have a disabled child, and my husband did have cancer. So you might be able to get life insurance now. We're 8 years out from his cancer ordeal, so he might be able to buy it again, but when we bought the policies, he was not able to. So that's why I have a really big policy, so that if we both die, that I'll provide some extra money for my son until we're self-insured and have wealthier, healthier savings and investing account balances. And then for my auto insurance and home insurance, that is my price, and that's to insure the home and 2 vehicles. All right, and this is scribbled out because, again, this is just one of these funds that you cannot delete from this app. But the actual payment is like $328, and so I'm paying a little extra into that. So, all right, there's one category you'll notice is missing, and that is giving. And so that would include giving to my place of worship, giving to my adult children if they need a little help, which they're basically self-sufficient, and things like GoFundMe accounts and just spontaneous giving I might give to, or my monthly Christmas budget. I'll just tell you that for Christmas, we don't spend a lot. My larger extended family draws for names, and then on my side, and then on the other side, we just buy for one sister and the 2 sets of parents. And then I just don't spend a lot on the immediate family. I used to say like $100 per child, but now it's more like $150 as they get older. So that is my conscious spending plan for December. I hope by now you've done your December conscious spending plan or your December budget, whatever you call it, and let me know in the comments what tools you use to budget. I'm not in love with this one.
Thanks for watching and take care.